Hi guys, how are you? Today we're talking about using food to avoid your feelings, like numbing out. Sometimes we kind of just numb out with food because we want to not feel those feelings. So this goes in line with emotional eating. And I want to tell you that you absolutely can end emotional eating just by developing these healthy relationships with food and your feelings. So do you think that you've maybe created this pattern of using food to kind of numb out or distract yourself from these, either like a certain situation or a certain feeling? Okay, and it's usually something that you'd rather just avoid it altogether. And this is actually it's actually pretty common, and I'll tell you why. Because when we're taught to avoid, we were taught to avoid painful emotions and feelings early on in life, right? Like anger and fear and sadness and grief, all right? We are actually taught to avoid those feelings a lot of times, most of us. And a lot of times, like so much too often, we end up just unconsciously suppressing all of those emotions, and then we turn to food, okay? Because food is going to make us feel better, right? And we want to feel better in that moment. So, sometimes, we do turn to other things. Sometimes there's either like alcohol or drugs, or even just numbing out with TV, something as simple as that, or gambling or the internet. There's so many other distractions that help us to kind of just numb out. And they help you to kind of try to avoid your feelings and whatever negative emotion that's coming up for you. So this may maybe make you think about your own eating behaviors and your own eating patterns. So when we emotionally eat, it can be because we struggle with difficult or painful emotions. Okay, so if you come on, please say hello. I'd love to know you're here. And if you catch the replay, #replay, so I can say hi to you. And also, of course, if you have any questions, let me know. Pop it right in the comments for me. So because of this, okay, I want to share some strategies for you today to help you learn to develop a healthy relationship with food, as well as learn to develop a healthy relationship with your feelings as well, okay? Because these are really important strategies for breaking that pattern of emotional eating. So we're human, right? We're only human, and we experience just this wide range of emotions. But somewhere along the line there, we may have been taught that it's not okay to feel our feelings, okay? It's not okay to be angry, particularly mostly for women. And that it's not okay to be like sad or scared. And that's a lot of times associated with like boys or men, okay? And so this can be part of why so many of us are just closed off from and have even learned to suppress just our uncomfortable or painful emotions, okay? If this is resonating with you at all, please let me know. Give me a hands up in the comments. Let me know if this is resonating with you. So breaking that pattern of actually numbing or avoiding your painful emotions with food or any other substance for that matter, that actually begins with developing some skills, okay? And these skills of emotional intelligence, all right? And emotional intelligence, it's all about just developing this self-awareness around our thoughts and our emotions, especially when we're experiencing some kind of stressful situation. So with my clients, I do several exercises that help to build skills in emotional intelligence, which helps to break that pattern of emotional eating. So it's really important to notice these feelings that we're experiencing, without judging or suppressing them or even dwelling on them, okay? And you want to bring that attention to where we experience our feelings in our body, okay? You want to become in tune with your body so you can bring that attention and awareness and pinpoint it. So you want to practice sitting with your emotions and just sit for 2 minutes. Sit for 2 minutes with your emotions. I mean, it might be painful and it might be uncomfortable, but I mean, what else is going, like nothing seriously bad is going to happen. It's okay. It's okay to sit with your emotions, all right? So practice sitting with your emotions and actually accepting your emotions rather than just acting on them, okay? Or being defined by them, all right? And these feelings are gonna come up. Feelings come and go, right? And you need to allow for that. You need to allow for that to happen. And while all of that is going on, you need to notice how the emotions are affecting your body. All right? So think of it like the ocean, you know, my favorite, absolute favorite place to be in the whole wide world. You know, our feelings, they come and go. They come and go on a regular basis throughout the day, right? And sometimes the waves are just really big and intense, okay? And at other times, they're a little bit more, they're quieter and they're more calm, all right? So try to think about your emotions as, you know, just this great big open expansive ocean, and notice how your feelings are just they're going to wash over you from time to time, okay? But don't forget that underneath all of this is this quiet and calm and steady place that we can just draw from, and we can just pause and breathe and make these decisions for ourselves about how we might actually respond to these difficult or stressful situations in the future. So my challenge or my goal for you, because, you know, I like when I have my clients, like they have their goals and I have my goals too. Like they have their goals for themselves and I have my goals for them as well. So my goal for you is to practice some mindfulness every day, every single day, even if it's just for a minute or two. All right. This is just a way or a tool to help you develop your skills in like emotional and social intelligence that can actually help you to break that pattern of emotional eating, okay? It helps you break that pattern for you. And mindfulness is a process of just active and open, absolutely non-judgmental awareness, okay? Bring all that to yourself and to your body, because it's about paying attention in that very present moment, okay? And that you know, with all of that openness and with all of that curiosity and being flexible about it, okay? And I did a little digging, actually. I did a little digging and found that neuroscience and psychological research suggests that the intentional practice of mindfulness improves the immune system, all right? And it also increases it increases that gray matter in your brain, which is actually part of our learning and our memory processes, and also along with our emotion, of regulating our emotions, feeling empathy, and our perspective on things as well. So when you use food to numb all of those painful feelings, you're numbing, or you're even minimizing your own capability to be able to experience this just pleasure and joyful feelings, okay? So it's so important to live in a way where you fully accept your feelings and your emotions for whatever it is they are, because if you fight against your body and your all of those feelings, you're only making it tougher on yourself, okay? If you're going to try to fight against it. And when you like fully can just accept your body and all of the emotions that come with it, that is when you're creating this pathway to just positive change, okay? And then you're going to feel relief from that crazy vicious cycle of emotional eating. So I hope that was helpful for you. If you have any questions about the content I just covered, you know, kind of just numbing yourself out or eating mindlessly, because when we are kind of numbing out, that's what's happening. We're eating mindlessly. We're not thinking about it because we don't want to think about it. We don't want to think about our feelings. We don't want to deal with anything in that present moment. But stuffing it down and not feeling it is only making it worse. You're building upon negative feelings in your body. And all this negativeness inside of you, it's not healthy. It may not seem like it's something that's going to affect you health-wise, but it does. It manifests in our body. And if we don't let it out and if we don't let it go, it can actually manifest as sickness or disease later on. So that's why it's so important to be okay with sitting with your feelings and feeling them and letting them go, and eating more mindfully and just slowing down and being in that moment. It's going to benefit you so much just for your overall health, both body and mind. Okay, so like I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to pop it in the comments for me. And if you'd like to dive a little deeper into your own health and wellness goals, let me know. I'm happy to chat with you. You can reach out to me, you can PM me. And I also want to let you know that within talking about how all these negative emotions manifest in our body and can turn into sickness or disease, I also specialize in diabetes and thyroid health. So if anybody has any questions about their own health goals as far as that goes as well, you can feel free to reach out. I'm so happy to chat with you. So if there's no questions now, I'm going to hop off, but I hope you all have a very beautiful day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.